Are INEOS the new villains of Manchester United? Some fans have even started calling them Glazers 2.0. There are a lot of factors responsible for this sudden turnaround by the fans who are now really frustrated by INEOS' decision making over the past 1 year they have been in charge of footballing operations at Manchester United. Let's dive a bit deep into why INEOS have been under so much scrutiny just 1 year into their drama-filled takeover at Manchester United. On December 24, 2023, Sir Jim Ratcliffe purchased a minority stake of 25%, a deal worth around £1.3 billion, meaning the club's football operations are now overseen by INEOS, but the Glazer family, who have owned Manchester United since 2005, remain overall in charge. Fans were quite happy as the Glazers won't at least be in charge of footballing operations, and with INEOS coming in, there came hope. They did some changes in the management by appointing Omar Berrada as the CEO. He is the former COO of City Football Group, the same group which owns Man City. Jason Wilcox was appointed as Manchester United's technical director and Dan Ashworth was appointed as the sporting director of the club. Now the management sorted out, INEOS decided to stick with Erik ten Hag, giving him a 1-year contract extension. Now this is where the point of criticism for INEOS comes in. After the FA Cup final, there were reports that they were interviewing managers like Thomas Tuchel and Roberto De Zerbi for the job, while Ten Hag was still employed, meaning they were not really keen on the Dutchman. But they decided to stick with him and gave him a contract extension just because there were no agreements reached possibly with other managers. Ten Hag was backed thoroughly in the summer, with United spending more than £200 million in the transfer window for his system. What happened? 3 months later, he was sacked and Ruben Amorim was brought in mid-season to manage a squad which was built for Erik ten Hag's system. Well, we do know how that decision panned out, as United is on the 14th position at the moment, much closer to the relegation zone than the top half of the table. I wouldn't say that Ten Hag didn't deserve the sacking, as it was clearly visible that he was not able to keep the ship sailing, but INEOS really messed this up badly. They not only had to give a £17 million compensation to Ten Hag, but an additional £10 million to Sporting to release Ruben Amorim. Seems like INEOS panicked here. Also to note, INEOS chased after Dan Ashworth for 5 months. He was put on gardening leave by Newcastle United, and when appointed, he was also sacked just 5 months later. INEOS' cost-cutting methods are also one to talk about. The first controversial cost-cutting measure news came out when they decided to end Sir Alex Ferguson's role as the global club ambassador, a move that was termed totally scandalous by the club sentenced to save £2.6 million per year. United were also criticised for increasing the prices for matchday tickets at Old Trafford to £66 per game without any concessions for senior citizens and children. United even went to the extent asking rivals Manchester City for a lift to attend the Ballon d'Or ceremony, only to be turned down. United had asked if Alejandro Garnacho and Kobe Mainoo could fly in City's private jet. Another controversial move was when United announced a cut of £40,000 annual funding to the Association of Former Manchester United Players. The charity had been receiving a significant amount of money since 1985, but has not received 2 quarterly payments of £10,000. What difference is £40,000 that to an annual payment going to make in cost-cutting measures when you have players earning literally 5 times this amount in just 1 week and playing even worse than players playing in the Championship? There were even reports recently of mouse infestation at Old Trafford. Inspectors found evidence of mice in corporate suites and a kiosk that sells food to fans after complaints of dead rats under the seats came out. Old Trafford also experienced leakage problems, with video surfacing of flooding water from the roofs of the stadium. There was even a video of water leaking during Ruben Amorim's press conference, showcasing the poor maintenance of the stadium. Now, the blame doesn't go completely towards INEOS, as certain problems have been there from the time of the Glazers took over, and they are still the majority stakeholders of the club. What do you think about INEOS' management of the club till now? Do you think they are to be completely held responsible? Do let us know your thoughts in the comment section and keep following us for more videos like this.